kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go!
Second down, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Kaiser. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand Ohio!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He juked him. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing is Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, have the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. But it's pride.
Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Wentz now to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second?
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A long way to go here for the offense on third down after the penalty. 3rd and 15. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. As they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Kaiser now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
On third down, Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw, Kaiser. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And out now come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Wentz will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The play clock's running down. Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go! 38!
Kaiser on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Kaiser yet again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change or at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. Well, he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Room here to run. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from? Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, Kaiser. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. first down. Kaiser. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Kaiser now. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now After the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Now he'll escape to his right. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wentz to throw again. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, they had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, turning the legs a little bit and gaining what he needed for a first down.
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Wide open receiver complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. They're going to try and run. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser is going to let this one go deep. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Play clock winding down. Wentz now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back now at FedEx Field. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They come out here in the eye. Now it's Jackson, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And the back goes into motion. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna fire one deep open. And now here is another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Wentz. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check, front stick. Check, front stick. Don't go. 5-9, 5-9. I got 11. Grab.
Halfback sent in motion.
Target. 5-9. He's crashing. He's checking. Sunday.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz again. And incomplete here on third down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. That field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Here looking to throw it, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Black round. Ohio.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. White 90. Ohio. Ohio.
Out of his end zone, Kaiser. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That time knocked flat on his back. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Strong right. Go.
On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, he dropped it, and that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. And this is caught inside the 5. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final try now for Wentz. Dancing to his left.